Hello, everybody. Tenacious Earl here with part two of the final round of the 2018 NorCal Open at Pacific Golf Links. Where we left this yesterday was Nick Yarlett was in the lead at minus 17, 2 shots ahead of Steve Foshee, and then a myriad of golfers between 3 and 5 shots back. So, welcome to the Tabletop Baseball Plus channel. I will turn this camera around, so I'll be right back. First off, I just want to say, for anybody who catches this after the fact, I know that Al, Red Sox fan, is broadcasting a baseball game right now, and unfortunately the timing works out that I really would like to try to get this wrapped up tonight if possible, but we'll see. So I apologize to him for, I think he was most of the way through his game at this point, but anyway, this is kind of the way we all accept it. We all realize this is what happens, and it's just the way that timing goes. We all, the prime time hours tend to be the most of the time we have free. So anyway, we'll be right back with we'll start with the first golfers at the 11th, and we'll be right back with that in just a moment. Okay, so here we are back at the gaming table, so to speak. I thought about rolling off the guys that are over here right now offline, but I'm just going to go ahead and do them now. Just do them in succession. So we're at the 11th, which is a hole of a par 4 where the hole itself is somewhat easy. It's got everything from tee to green, not too much trouble, but once you get to the green, it's a very challenging green, and that exclamation mark again makes it a little bit tougher. So where we left off here, we'll go with Gooch Wilborg. He got a birdie on the 10th, and so this is semi-cordial, so a good chance for birdie for these guys, and a 2 means we roll the decider die, and it will be a birdie for Wilborg, 2 in a row. Of course, him and Heath Sommers, their group, they are out of contention, so he'll be a 5 on the semi-cordial. It'll be a par. So when I say they're out of contention, that means we are not going to bring them along. Hi, Mark Russell. Welcome back to the telecast. We'll move back to the 10th here. Hope everybody's had a good Monday. That's when we're recording this. See how far we can get here in this before needing to take a break. But all right, we'll do Emmerich. He's 5 back. He's got a blue chip, semi-daunting, semi-challenging green, and he'll take a second chip and accept a par on this semi-daunting hole. Anytime you can get a par on one of these tougher holes, you'll take it. And so we'll go to Gareth Leonard, who is also out of contention, and he'll have a par on the 10th. So back to the 9th. Another one of these par 4s. The 10th is one of these par 4s that goes along the ocean. The 9th is as well. Both of these head out. Basically, to at the green on the 10th is the farthest from the clubhouse you will get at Pacific Golf Links. It's way down the shore to the south. So we're going to have Will Janis, who is 3 back, and he birdied 8. Real master stroke there to get a birdie on that tough hole. See if he can duplicate that on the 9th. And he's not going to duplicate it. What he's going to do is he is going to, he got triple 5s there. It would be a special result, but he's going to take a par and build up his blue chip reserve. So a 33 on the front, -3, barely keeping up with his with the guy playing just behind him, Nick Yarlett. But here is Van Dyke, 1 on a semi-daunting We need to roll the D6, and it'll be a birdie. So Van Dyke gets a birdie, and that makes a 7, 15, and 9, 24, and 8, 32, 36, even par. Birdie, bogey, bogey, birdie, bogey, birdie. So yeah, that makes sense. I want to double check this. 10, 22, 33. Yep. Okay, so we'll go back to 8 now. Hey, Tribe fan. Good to see you. We will see Nick Harlett here trying to work through this 8th hole. Again, a hole that's a straightaway tee shot that is affected by the end of the fairway. It's you're probably going to take a fairway wood, lest you would run out sort of to the end of that where the cove kind of cuts in, and then you've got to play that second shot across the cove to the green. And we'll see if Yarlett can avoid trouble here. It's a course rating of 5, so 1 through 5 will be course. So the only thing that he can do would be, besides using a blue chip, which he doesn't have, to take control of it himself, would be to get a 6 and to take an easy par. Or he could attack the green, but it's going to be a 35. So the 35 is in the rough off the tee, so a tough break off the tee, and we'll see if he can get to the green, see if he can recover from that. On the par 4, and a 2 on this, is he a master? No, he is not, so it's going to be a moderate second putt for par. And moderate second putt will be a 1 to 5. And somehow I rolled the decider die. That's not going to help anything. And he misses it. So that is a rough bogey there. Now it's going to be an easy bogey putt, which he'll make. So it wasn't immediately bogey, but that will drop him a shot and bring the field back to him a bit. Make this change here. He's going to end up at minus 16. And everybody will slide a little bit here. Not unexpected that you would run into trouble there on 8. So we'll see if Yarlett can kind of pick up the pieces after that. So Garcia, let's see what he does on the same hole. Not Sergio, mind you. It's so again, course control with a 14, so it'll be, but it's not daunting, so he should get a break here. He may get a par out of this. Let's see, a 1, par 4. Cordial or laser? Is he laser? No, he's not, so it's going to be a clutch putt for par, 1 to 4. And it's a 6. He will get a red chip, which will eat up that blue chip, and now it's an easy bogey putt. And so he doesn't escape it either. It's all dependent on that green die outcome on those. If you are fortunate enough to have the right green die, you could pretty much even have a chance for birdie on that hole. But in this case, he doesn't get it. I'm going to get this soda here. Wait a second. My fridge is stocked with soda and beer. I'm really happy. But at least for now, I'm sticking with soda. All right. Back to 7. Short par 3. And it'll be Joey Menini, who has a blue chip here. And we'll see what he can do here on this short par 3. It's a course control rating of 2, so 4 or 5. And it's going to be a 6, so he is not going to attack. He's going to take a gimme par, and that will be assumed to be made. So there's a 3. Now, I do play with the advanced rule, just so you are aware. If any two of these 3 dice, when there's a 6 on the white, If any two of those are sixes, then it is not considered a gimme par. It is then considered a clutch par putt. So, I don't know if you've seen a previous broadcast where I mentioned that, but that's how I play that. So Steve Foshee birdied the easy sixth at even par today, one shot back of the leader. Can he take advantage of that? But it's going to be course controlled 44. It'll be in the sand next to the green, and he'll have to work to get up and down from there. And there's a 3. Is he chunky? No, he's not. So it'll be a gimme par putt. So gimme par is you roll 3, and as long as they aren't all sixes, you're fine. And he got 2 of the 3 as sixes. How about that? A 5 and 2 sixes. That is nearly disaster, but instead he survives. So last time here at the easy sixth, again, this is sort of a downhill tee shot with a bunker guarding the left. You get down there into... Hi, Mike McAllister. Hope you're feeling better, man. Good to see you. So you hit that tee shot down there kind of into a low patch, and then it's straight back up the hill for the second shot to a green you can reach with that second shot. Kind of levels off at the top, and it is an eagle opportunity potentially. That's what the semi-direct will tell you. So, and it'll be Carson Riddell, who is 2 back, who will be the first to play here at the sixth. And the player will control with a 1-5-6. And Rodell is not a legend, so does he have stone qualities in his recovery? He does not. So it'll be the right now chart. And unfortunately for him, he is simply neutral, not hot, not cold. So let's see how that affects based on the 1 rule. So is he cold? He is not cold, so he's going to have a gimme putt for birdie. You can't ask for better than that, really. And he'll move to within 1 shot as long as he doesn't get 2 sixes, and it's in. So Rodell picks up a 4 on the 6th, and he will move to within 1 of Yarlett. And Saxerholt, who started the day with 2 red chips, has converted over to 2 blue chips at this point. Whoa, no. Just dropped my green die, and where did you go there, buddy? Uh-oh. I don't see it.
Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. I did it onside kick.
Just a moment here. I lost my...
Another cover.
there you are.
Well, this cover 2.
Slight delay. Slight delay for equipment failure. Dropping the die. Not a good idea. So Saxerholt, 2 back. See if he can grip one and rip one here. All right, a 1-3-6. Is he duffer or scatter? Tough to see what it says, but he's neither of those. Is he utility? Nope. Is he hero? He's semi-hero, and he does not have the dot here, so it won't be an easy putt for birdie. It'll be a moderate putt for birdie. And, well, he is going to eliminate as much of the risk as he can. In using 1 blue chip, he'll use 2, so he needs to get anything but 6s. And he makes it, so that'll be a birdie. It really felt like he needed to pick up that birdie on 6 to somewhat try to pull back here before you've got these difficult holes coming up. So the leaders are through 6 holes, and we have Yarlett in the lead at -16, followed by a threesome of Foshee, Riddell, and Lanny Saxerholt, followed by Will Janis 2 back. We've got some intrigue coming up here. I can tell you that for sure. Well, I can't tell you that for sure, but it's at least intriguing to me. So, all right. So we're back to these guys here. Wilborg got a birdie last hole. Semi-daunting par 3. This guy is a tough one. A par 3, not too much elevation change, but it's 202 yards, and there's a bunker in front, and the slope off the front of that bunker usually pushes all the shots to the back, and it's just, you're trying to hit that with a medium to long iron. So, it's not a hole that you want to mess with, and as you can see, if you want to look at the card here, a few of the, 2 of the course control rolls add an exclamation mark to it, so we'll keep an eye on that. So, but we won't see that for one more group here, because we're going to do Wilborg first. He's out of contention, so semi-daunting 4 is a par. Heath Summers, that's going to be a bogey. So now we're going to go to 11. Somewhat of a brief respite in a difficult series of holes here from 8 through 12. This is kind of the anomaly, if you will. So Emmerich will tee off, hoping to maybe catch a break here and maybe be able to get a birdie. Course control 56. That'll be in the rough, and that also has an exclamation mark, just so you know. So any of the selections that come off of this are going to be raised by 1. So we got a 5. Is he a master? And he is. So it won't be an easy putt for par, as it says in the book here. It will actually be a moderate putt for par. So that's a 1 to 5. He's not going to adjust it at all. And he makes it. So that is a 4. Leonard off the contention ranks, so that's a 1 on a semi-cordial. That's a birdie. Okay, so let's go to 10. As I was saying before, kind of the end of that line of holes that go up along the Pacific coast. And that will bring us to Will Janis. Actually, it'll be Martin Van Dyke. He birdied. Again, he's an out-of-contention golfer, and he gets a 6. On this semi-daunting, that will be a bogey. Gives that stroke he got on 9 right back. And we'll go to Janis with 3 chips in play here. And course control 16 in the rough with the tee shot. And then we go to 3. Is he a workman? He's not. So that'll be an easy second putt for par. So we roll 2. He gets to hold on to his blue chips. And we'll go to 9. Again, another one of these with the water on the right. The water doesn't come into play on either 9 or 10. 8, it has one small chance of it being a problem. But both Yarlett and Garcia bogeyed the 8th. Yarlett, the leader, will be first to play here. He is without a blue chip. He is sunny for this round as well if we get to the mood check. So a 3 means it's going to be course control 46. Okay, that'll be a course check. The dot is there, so it is daunting. Golf cam course. With it being daunting, this so a 1 on the par 4. Is it cordial? No. Is he laser? That's a question that we need to look at. Semi-laser, and we haven't. So here's the thing. We said it's semi-daunting. We didn't need to check that yet, right? Because it hasn't asked for it. So the first thing that comes up is the golfer check. It's asking here if he's cordial or if he's laser. So he is semi-laser, which this means, yes, he is laser. So it'll be a clutch putt for birdie, 1 to 3. He could pick up a blue chip and a birdie here if he can get a 1 through 3. And here's the putt. It's rolling, and it is in. And just like that, he gains back the shot that he lost. And he makes it back to minus 17. So all these guys who got a little closer, they're moving a little farther back. Okay, so, and Celestino Garcia, his playing partner. Also, that's Yarlet. That makes him 10, 17, 21, 24, 29, 32 on the front. A nice 4 under par, 32 on the front 9. And Garcia's still to play here. That will be 23, and that'll be in the rough with his second shot. So he's going to have to play a pitch shot here out of the tall stuff. And a 6, is he a master? No, he is not. So that's going to be a double difficult putt for par. And Garcia, he's going to move off the chart here by doing this. He's going to have to... Oh, you know what? No, he's not. We're going to have to... He's going to try and make this because... just playing this the way we do... You know, you kind of have to play this... this is what... let me just talk you through this is just a very, very short... what I would call theory about gaming. You could probably have 2 schools of thought here. One could be you want to play it like real life. And in real life, you don't have to worry about out of contention golfers and all that stuff. They would just keep playing. In this, I would say that we're playing as if we are in the auspices of the game rules. And so if I'm playing as Celestino Garcia, I'm trying to make this putt for par to try and stick into the leaderboard and to continue to have a chance. Because once you're out of contention in this, I mean, we're rolling it off this other chart, but you really... don't have a chance. So I'm going to try this. This is a double difficult putt for par. You need a 1. And if not, he's going to fall off the leaderboard. So it's a 2. That is not good enough. And so now he's got a difficult par for bogey, or difficult putt for bogey, 1 to 3. He misses that. Now a moderate putt for double. He does make that. So he'll take a 6 on the 9th. Has a little bit of a meltdown there, and so let's add them up. 8 and 11 is 19, 22, 31, and 8's 39, plus 3 on the front 9. And he's going to make his way off the chart. And so that's that. So back to the 8th, this picturesque but dangerous hole. And it will be Foshi and Menini. Menini first. 4 shots back by virtue of that birdie by Yarlet. He has set him back a little farther. And there's 2. So it'll be controlled by the course. 34. He'll be in the rough off the tee. And so is he a workman? No, he's not. So... got a wow swing. He's going to get another. He'll have 3 blue chips after this, depending on whether he uses any of them or not. And so let's roll out the wow. You can see it right here once we get the glare off of it. So let's re-roll a white die. It's a 4. So that's going to be an expert shot, has range, tenacity, easy putt for birdie. And he will use one of his blue chips. And that will take it from easy to gimme birdie putt. And he'll be 3 strokes back if he makes it. And he does. Playing with lots of confidence, he makes that. Turns that easy putt into a gimme putt. And he's tied with Janice at minus 14 now. And we move to Foshi, who is at minus 15 here at the 8th. So we've had a couple birdies here on 8. Both Janice and Menini have been able to birdie this hole. Let's see if Foshi can. That's a 15. That'll be checking the course. And it. So let's see. Golf Cam course with a 1. Par 4, is it cordial? No. Is he laser? He is not. So it's going to be a clutch putt for par. Needs to make this to stay 2 back, or he's going to drop into a tie with Manini. And Janice 1-3, and he misses. Easy bogey putt, and he makes that, but that's going to be a 5. And the 8th claims another victim, and he'll get a red chip in the process. So, all right, and we're to the final pairing. Rodell and let's see who is first. It'll be Rodell and then Saxerholt. They're at the same score, -15, 2 back, and they're playing the 7th as little par 3. Also semi-daunting. Rodell does have a blue chip, and he'll have control with a 2-3-5. Let's see if he can master this hole and see if he can navigate it for a birdie. 2-3-5. Is he a champion? He's semi-champion, but does not have the decide or die dot. So it's going to be based off his mood. And because we use this for the golfer altogether at this point, now that we made that determination. Wait, what was this? Was it mood? Let me double check. 2-3-5. Yes, mood. So it's actually, he is a neutral mood. He's not hot. The hot doesn't matter at this point. To Sonny, no, he is just neutral, so he's going to have a difficult birdie putt. And what he could do is lag, and if he lags it, he won't have that imparted upon him, because if he misses this difficult putt, he would be stormy. Now, he could spend the blue chip and make it moderate. That'd be 1-2. The difficult's a 1. He is going to lag this and make it so that he doesn't have to worry about any of this business of mood. He doesn't want to be considered stormy the rest of the round at this point. He just wants to, and he makes that gimme par putt. You go from difficult, when you lag it, you get a gimme par putt. So he'll take a 4 on or a 3 on 7, excuse me. I'm thinking of the wrong group here. Lanny Saxerholt. Tribe fan said go for delay. That was from before when I lost. I felt like I was digging through a gopher hole looking for it. So course control 34. Okay, well, we'll check out the course, and it's not daunting here. But let's check out 6 on a par 3. Is it daunting? No, and he's not hacker. So he'll have a clutch putt for birdie. I feel like I'm stammering here. 1-3. No blue chips to make it any better. And it's a 4. He just misses it. He's going to get another one of these red chips that he had before. And he'll have an easy par putt. Makes it. Okay, so everything stays the same with that group. So again, Yarlett in the lead, -17, 2 back, Rodell and Saxerholt. Yarlett keeps making some headway towards his first title on the Tenacious Golf Tour. So, let's see, we're moving now to 13 for these golfers who are Wilborg and Sommers. Wilborg, this is a this is actually a neutral hole, so no, not daunting, not cordial. And a 4, that'll be par for Wilborg. For Sommers, it's a 5. That will also be a par. Now 13 is another. The green is the toughest part. As you can see, it's not only challenging, but they do add a firm to it. So we'll see if that comes into play with any of these pairings. We'll go back to the 12th, and it's Emmerich and Leonard. Leonard birdieing. We will roll him out here on this semi-daunting par 3-6. It's going to be a bogey. So,
Daddy,
yes.
I can't find something. I can't find the psycho thing on this.
It should be under nickel if it's on there. It's not. You need to set up a playbook that has it. You have to go in and add it to a playbook. Add it to one of your. You have to add it to one of your. You have to make a defensive playbook or add it to one. Okay, so Emmerich with 2 chips here on the semi-daunting par 3 long, and it's going to be 56. Oh, dropped my book. It's been one of those days. You should just go to bed, maybe, because you're not having any fun. It doesn't sound like. Okay. After dropping the book, we go to the course, and it's a 3 and a par 3. Is it cordial? No. Is it daunting? Yes. Oh, and Emmerich is going to fall off the leaderboard with a clutch putt for bogey. Well, he doesn't need these. He's going to make it a 1-5 out. Wait, because he's semi-gold. He'll make it 1-5 and see if he can make the bogey. And he needed to use it. That's a 5, so he does bogey. We will keep him in mind in case Yarlett ends up bogeying the. What is he playing? He'll be playing the 10th. We'll see if he bogeys it. All right, we're going to go to 11. It'll be Janice and Van Dyke. Janice here. 3 chips to use. He's trying to hold on to him for a hole where they could come in handy. Oh, good gracious. Everything's slipping away here. All right, that was easier to find. Okay. Here we go. This is Janice on the 11th. Semi-cordial. He's tempted to. He's gonna get a little creative here. He's gonna give the course control here with a blue chip, and hope that he can not only get on in the fairway to get the course, golf cam course, but also get a decider die in his favor to get a cordial rating. So let's see. He gets the decider die, so it's going to be 55, and he's in the rough, so didn't quite work out. So in a 4, let's see, it's in the off the tee with a 3. Workman, no. He'll have an easy second putt for par, but it's going to actually be moderate because of the exclamation mark. 1-5, and he makes it. So it doesn't cost him. Doesn't get the desired effect, though, of trying to maybe birdie a hole that is a little bit. It's a potential birdie there if you can get the right roll. Here is Van Dyke, and a 4 on a semi-cordial is a par. So we're going to go to 10. And it'll be Yarlett, the leader, on the 10th. Par 4. Steeply sloping from left to right, that fairway is. And we'll see if he can find it and make his way to at least a par here. If he can get a par, he knocks Emmerich off the leaderboard. So a 4 means course control 34. We go off golf cam course. And then a 4. Cordial, no. It's semi-daunting, but the decider die is not showing. So it's going to be an easy putt for par. So if this happens, as long as he doesn't get us 2 6s, this will be it for Emmerich. And he makes the par. So good start to the back 9 for him. And we can wipe Emmerich and his blue chip off of there. Of course, everybody else is going to hang tough in that process. And see, Celestino Garcia, he came off of the leaderboard before. And so this is semi-daunting. 3. That is a par. So we've got half the golfers rolling off of this out of contention golfer chart. Back to the 9th. And we will have Joey Menini 3 back on the tee. He has 2 blues. And 2 means that it'll be course control 22 in the rough off the tee. And a 2 master, and he is not a master. So he'll be a moderate second putt for par, 1 to 5. And it's a 6. I almost played a blue chip to ensure that he didn't get it. So that's easy bogey putt. He'll make that, but that's disappointing. Close to the 9. Should be 1 under, 37. Let me check. 8, 11, 15, and 7. 22 and 9 is 31 and 5. Oh, wait, 35. 1 under par. That's my bad. So Foshi, Menini drops to 4 back, minus 13. So Foshi, he's going to give the course control here and basically assume he's not going to get a 6 on that roll. So here we go. 13 in the sand off the tee on the left side, and let's see if he can navigate this way out. Is he sandy? No, he is not. It's going to be a double difficult putt for par. So this group is struggling to. He's going to have to take a lag to get an easy bogey putt, and he misses the easy bogey putt. 2 6s, lips out. And now gimme double. He'll make that, but that is a disaster here on the 9th. 11 and 7 is 18 and 12, 39. 3 over par for Steve Foshi on the front 9, and his tournament is going awry, to say the least. So Rodell and Saxerholt, your lead group, have reached the 8th. And so it's Rodell first. And a 2. So that means it will be hole controlled 45. It's in the sand with his second shot. And a 4, is he chunky? No, he isn't chunky, so that's going to be a moderate par putt. And he makes it 1 to 5, and he makes it, so just barely squeezes it into the hole. And Saxerholt, he will not try and give the hole control. He'd love to have that canceled out by a 6, but it doesn't. It will be hole controlled. 45, again, that's the same thing. Sand with the second shot, and a 3. Is he chunky? No. So that will be a gimme par putt. Yeah, I guess that must have been a 4 the last time. This time it's a 3. Give me par putt. Which he makes. So, still, but the number of golfers who are on the leaderboard are thinning as we get to. We're inching closer to where we hit the check for emerging contenders. Of course, with Yarlett being what? He's 4 under par. That's gonna pretty much eliminate a lot of the chances for an emerging contender. Okay, so we are at the 14th. We won't really see this right now because, again, we've got some of these golfers that are just out of contention, getting quick rolls. So this is a semi-daunting hole. And a 1, we need to roll the decider die. It's not going to show, so that'll be a par. On this par 5, 14th, a really tough hole. It's one I described to you in the pre-tournament chart. And again, this is Heath Summers, also out of contention. And a 1, will he get a birdie here? Nope, he's going to be a par. So let's go back to 13. I'm going to sip my soda here. Okay. And guess what? All of these early golfers are out of contention. So Emmerich, actually we'll do Leonard first. I think he had the most recent birdie. Normal hole, that's a par. Emmerich, that's a par. Back to 12. So here's that par 3. This is Janice and Van Dyke. Janice will be the first to play here. He got a par last hole. And then used a blue chip. Got it. The course will control it. 15. So it's course cam. It is considered a daunting hole here at this point. So let's check it out here. On a 3, is it daunting? Yes. So it's going to be a clutch putt for par. He's going to try and make it here. Hoping to pick up a third chip if he can make it 1-4. And it is just in the hole. He makes the clutch putt and will earn a third blue chip. So he's got some capital to possibly use there. Van Dyke, who is off the chart, gets a 6 on this semi-daunting hole. It's a bogey. Okay, so we're going to go back to 11. And it will be Yarlett, who is really the only guy on this chart that is doing much of anything. Emmerich was okay for a while. And, okay, this is getting to be enough. One moment.
I'm not doing anything.
So what are you doing? What's the noise?
Nothing. Nothing. Just this going like this.
Chill.
It's not me.
Go easy.
It's not being me.
Go easy. Okay, Yarlett, minus 17, in the lead. Coming to this, just an oasis here in this tough stretch of holes. The 11th, except the green is a bit of a challenge. That will be course control 24, and he is going to get green, which might not be so good here. With a 1 on the par 4, is it a challenging green or scatter golfer? It is a challenging green, so double difficult putt for par. And he is going to have to take a bogey here. He's going to lag it up. He'll have an easy bogey putt. He makes it, but Yarlett will drop a shot on the 11th. The green bites another one. You can't get any more difficult than the double difficult, even with that what do you call it, exclamation mark. So that brings all these other golfers back into play. So who've already played the tougher holes. And Yarlett drops to minus 16, and of course that also means he is minus 3. So we might get a chance to I don't know, I have to look and see if that gives us a better chance at an emerging contender or not. Excuse me. Okay, so we are on Celestino Garcia out of contention. That's a 4 on a normal hole. Or no, that's a semi-cordial. It's still a par. Okay, back to 10. Seaside hole. And it will be Menini. And he's going to take the par and get a blue chip here on a relatively tough hole. So Foshi doesn't have any chips now. And that is going to be, I don't know if you can see the 4 over here. No. That will be course control 34. So that'll be on the Golf Cam course with a 2 on a par 4. Is it cordial? No. Is it daunting? No. So it's going to be an easy putt for par. So he should stay 4 back at minus 12. And he doesn't miss the putt. All right, so to the lead group, it's Rodell and Saxerholt. They've just gotten a shot back as Yarlett bogeyed 11. And here they are on the 9th, trying to... and that's going to be a 3, so course control. It's going to get on all of these. 34, Golf Cam course. That's a 3. Cordial, no. Daunting, no. Otherwise, clutch putt for par. So not ideal for Rodell. He would rather not have a clutch putt, but he's 1 to 3. He's going to use the blue chip to make it 1 to 5. It also prevents him from getting a red chip, and he does make the par. So for him, that is a 15, 18, 8, 26, and 9, 35, 1 under par. And he is 1 back at minus 15. And here is Saxerholt. He will keep his red chip. And so it'll be 26. That's also Golf Cam course. 4, cordial, no. Daunting, no. That'll be an easy putt for par. No exclamation mark to make it moderate. So easy. Roll 2. He makes it. And for Saxerholt, he ends up with... that's also going to be a 35. 12 and 6, 18 and 4, 22, 9, 31 and 4, 35. Yes. So we are at the 15th, and this is where we do the emerging contender rolls, and we will get that in right now. Everybody has passed through the front 9. Leaders make their way to the back. Why don't you play a different game?
No,
You won!
I lost.
Who are you playing?
Raiders.
You were being the Raiders?
No, Ron was going against the Raiders.
Okay, well, the Bills got the higher score, right?
I didn't get a chance, but I didn't get. These stupid guys are too hard.
What did you... Who were you controlling?
I didn't know what to play, so I do.
Which team were you playing as?
Bills.
And you won 42-13 and you're crying? Stop.
I don't want to play.
Good grief. Play a different game. Emerging contenders. So, will you just go upstairs, please? That's enough. I'm sick of hearing it. So, this tournament right now is in the 2 to 4 under par for the leader. So, we roll once in the emerging contenders. If it's any of these, we will pick a golfer from whichever group is here in the manner it says. So, we roll it once, and if there's a 1 involved in any of these, then we'll have a roll. If not, it'll be no emerging contender. And it's a 12, so there will be an emerging contender here. And so that is a draw golfer in the B plus group. Well, there may only be 1 golfer left in the B plus group, so let me check. And that is the case. It's Marus Hirano. So remember him from earlier. He was a guy that didn't end up getting a chance to play. Well, he is going to emerge from the pack. And let's see, what do we do with him? Draw golfer. So he's the only one to draw. He's 1 stroke back of the leader. So we're going to put him at 1 back. Okay, so he's going to be playing 16, 17, and 18. So 16 is a par 4, 17 is a par 3, and 18 is a par 5. So, all right, so Marus Hirano, and he will be... So he's starting... Well, we'll figure that all out later. So we're going to play with him first. He's at the 16th. He doesn't have any chips to go for him. Let me see. Is there anything about that? There's space in the tournament score sheet. Yeah. Tee off on the 16th before the first bearing begins. Yes, the 15th. Now, there's no chips that they get, so they're going to have to start out cold here. He will. Maurice Hirano, an emerging contender from the back of the pack. Not that far back, but far enough back. 4. Yeah, and I mean, one thing you would say is maybe he got the short end of the stick by not... or the other guys got the short end of the stick of being rolled out on this course. So you could very well argue that. Course control, 34. Okay, golf cam course with a 3. It's neither cordial. He's going to drop a shot unless he misses his easy bogey putt. And he does make it, but... the emerging contender automatically gets jettisoned back one. How fitting. Trying to fit these guys in here. Okay, so now we go to the 15th. And who do we got? What time is it? It is 8:04. I'm going to try and jet through as much of this as I can. So on the 15th, that's going to be Wilborg. Normal hole, that's a 1. That's going to be a birdie. Sommers, that's a 2. That'll be a par. Okay, let's go back to 14. The par 5. And that brings us to Emmerich and Leonard. Semi-daunting for Leonard. 3, that'll be a par. Emmerich, that'll also be a par. Okay, so Janice, 2 back on the 13th. And here we go. Tough green. Does not want a green situation. He'll control this one. 1, 3, 4. So he should avoid those challenging green things for the most part, but you never know. 1, 3, 4. Direct green, no. Hacker. He's not a hacker, so we're going to go to the experience chart. He's semi-icon with a dot, so it will be... that should help him, depending on the roll. A 3 with experience. Is he prospect? No. It's going to be an easy birdie putt. And with 3 chips, he's going to go ahead and make it a gimme. He'll move 1 shot back if he can get these 2 to end up not being 6s. And he makes it. Will Janis with the birdie at 13. Moves to minus 15, 1 back of Yarlett. And now his playing partner, Van Dyke. Normal hole with a 1. That'll be a birdie for Van Dyke. Okay, hole 12. That'll be Celestino Garcia. Semi-daunting and a 5. That'll be a par. It's par 3. So now Yarlett on the tee here at 13. Par 3. Tough hole. He'll take a par on this one. Oh, wait. Yes. 1-6, not 2. Okay, back to 11. And 11 will have Manini and Foshi. Manini first. 3 chips in his arsenal too. And a 3 means that it will be controlled by the course. 44 in the sand with his second. Can he get up and down? 1 on the second shot. Chunky. He's not chunky, so he's going to have a pin shot. That should be helpful to him. Re-roll the white die on the pin shot. It's a 2. Easy putt for par. Actually, that will be a moderate putt for par. 1 to 5, and he makes it. I thought about using a chip there and decided he may want to use those in cases where he has a birdie chance. Here's Foshi. And he'll have control, 2-3-6 here on the 11th. Duffer, no. It's going to be a short game check. Intentional layup. And he is neither stone or soft, so that is a 3. So he's not soft. Easy putt for par. Actually, it'll be moderate because of the exclamation mark. 1 to 5, he makes it. All right, so back to 10. And we have Rodell and Saxer-Holt, one back. Can they jump up into a tie for the lead here? Rodell first. And it'll be course control 33. And we check golf cam course with a 4. Cordial hole, no. Daunting, no. Easy putt for par. Makes it. So Rodell will remain at minus 15. Now Saxer-Holt, still with his red chip riding along for this period of time here. 11 in the bunker with his approach, and a 2 is he sandy. Saxer-Holt is not sandy, so it'll be an easy putt for par. No big shakes. Should get up and down with this. And he does. So, what was that? Oh. Okay, so we're through 10 with the lead group, and still Yarlett with a 1-stroke lead over a threesome of Rodell, Saxer-Holt, and Janis. So we will check out Hirano, who is the emerging contender, 2 back at the neutral 17th. He's got a red chip. He's going to play a black 6 to get rid of it right now. He does not want to deal with it at the moment. He doesn't want to carry it into 18, which could be a scoring hole. So here we go. And he will have control 3, 4, 6. Let's see if it plays into his advantage or not on this par 3. 3, 4, 6. Well, it's going to be a short game check. And he doesn't really have any short game. So 3 soft. No, it'll be an easy putt for par. He'll take it. Get out of here with a par using that red chip to his advantage. Well, to the best advantage he can. He gets a 3, so he's gonna be hoping for an eagle on 18. It's not easy, but we'll see what he can do. So go back to 16. That will be Wilborg at this neutral hole. Neutral 5 is a par. This par 4 now. Sommers. He'll get a birdie on this. That'll be a 3. So back to 15. It'll be Emmerich and Leonard, again, out of contention. And it'll be Leonard first to play. Hole, another par. All right, we're back to where we can play with a golfer here. Janis at the 14th. 1 behind. Tough par 5. He's not going to use any strategy. He's just going to see what plays out here. Level 1 on the white die. Actually, level 1 or a 6 on the white die. And he gets a 3. It'll be course control 34. So golf cam course, and it's not going to be daunting. That is helpful. So let's check out 3. Is it cordial? No. Is it daunting? No. So it's going to be a clutch putt for par. He's semi-gold. He'll get a 3rd blue chip if he can make this. He's gonna hold on to it. He needs a 1 to 4, and he gets the 4. He makes the putt, and so he remains at minus 15. 1 behind, and he's got some chips to use. Van Dyke, his playing partner, is out of contention. Semi-daunting with a 5. He'll pick up a par. And both players in the group par that hole. 13. We've got Celestino Garcia and Nick Yarlett, your leader. Garcia, this is a neutral hole, and a 2 is a par. 4. Yarlett with a blue chip to his name now. And let's see what happens here on this challenging and firm green. 34, it'll be in the rough off the tee. And a 3, is he a workman? No. Easy second putt for par. He'll take it. And he makes it. So everybody remains one behind him. We'll go back to the 12th. And that will be Manini, still 3 behind. This group just hasn't really gotten their act together. Foshi is more so than Manini, but let me see something here. 39 and 35, 4. How did I do something wrong here? He started out 1 behind. 1 even. 1, 2, 3. 3. I may have been right about this. He may have been at 37. I'm going to double check Manini's score here because it doesn't seem right. 8, 11, 7, 18, 22, 9. Something is not correct. Foshi started 1 back of Rodell and Emmerich, and they were both, so he should be 4 behind them. He started at 203, which is minus 13, and he was plus 3. That'd be minus 10, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. He should be back here. I must have missed where he... I was going to say, there's something not quite right about that. So let's double check this. 13, 27, and 8, 35. Yeah, okay, so that's more like it. All right. I guess I hadn't moved Foshi back in a couple of his other bogey situations there. So Manini, and he had a double as well. So on the 12th, course control 35, and it'll be Golf Cam course with a 2. So let's check it out. Par 3, 2, not cordial. It is daunting, so this is going to be a clutch bogey putt, and Manini is going to... He's going to have to use a blue chip to make sure he has the best opportunity. 1 to 5 to make it, and he does. But he will drop a shot. And his chances are looking slimmer and slimmer. Foshi can't afford to bogey anything here. He'll take a par. Take a blue chip. It's a gimme. Okay, so back to 11. And at the 11th, we have Rodell and Saxerholt. These guys need some birdies. This is a chance to birdie here. Rodell, semi-cordial hole. He's going to take a par, though. Not the time to attack. It's the time to take a blue chip in expectation of some potential pitfalls. Saxerholt will use his red chip, give the course control, and see how that works out for him. 25, that will be on the Golf Cam course with a 2. Is it cordial? Yes, it is cordial. Clutch putt for birdie. He has a chance to take the lead. 1 to 3, so not a great opportunity, but he does have an opportunity. 1 to 3, and he makes it. So that red chip was played to perfection. Gives the course control, and because it's a cordial hole, that helps him get to minus 16. I think Hirano is still 2 back, correct? Yes. So, that's where we stand here at this point. You have Yarlett and Saxerholt in the lead at minus 16. 1 back, Rodell and Janice, both with some chips to play. You have Hirano 2 back. You have Manini 4 back. He's at minus 12. And then Foshi is on the very edge at 6 back, minus 10. Okay, so let's go to the famed 18th here. Hirano will play it. The emerging contender. No chips to use. Great finishing hole. The Pacific down your left. You can see here there's a little bit of water in play down the left side. But you also have a chance to score here potentially. It's semi-daunting, but if you can get control of the hole, you might have a chance to kick in a birdie here. And he's got a 6, and guess what? He is going to attack the green. So he re-rolls the... He's got nothing to lose here. He really wants to give it a shot. You re-roll the white die. And it's a 6. It's going to be a difficult putt for par. It doesn't work out for him. Well, he's going to try and make it. He needs a 1. Or no, he needs a 1 to 3. Difficult putt for par. Misses moderate. And he makes the moderate bogey putt. So, didn't work out so well for him. But he does end up finishing at minus 13, 3 back. Okay, so we'll go back to 17. And we are going to do Wilborg and Sommers. Sommers first. He got the birdie and a 2 on a normal hole as a par. Wilborg and a 6 is going to be a bogey 4. So he had made up a little bit of ground. We'll go to the 16th. Be Leonard and Emmerich. Leonard first on the 16th. A normal hole and a 4 is going to be a par. Emmerich. 6, that's going to be a bogey. Back to 15. And it'll be Janice and Van Dyke. Janice 1 back of the 2 leaders. And let's see. Oh, I guess I forgot to put here. I don't know how you do an in score. Hirano ends up at... so he was 1 back. So he was at 207 to start. Which was minus... what? Minus 9? I think 216, so that's minus 9. And he ends up at minus 13, so that's a 4 under par round. 68. And 288 is total, so minus 13 of that is 275. But anyway, yeah, sorry, I was just trying to calculate that. Here we go at the 15th. It is Janice with 2 chips to use. And he's going to get a 3rd. As he gets a 6, and he will take his par. And now it will be Van Dyke, non-contender. And he will bogey this normal hole, so... At the 14th, this par 5 that not too many people get birdies on, and in our play here, nobody has yet. It will be Garcia and Yarlett. Garcia first. semi-daunting, and a 4 will be a par. And so on the par 5, it'll be Yarlet. He does have a blue chip to his advantage here. Course control 55 in the sand off the tee. And we'll check the 4. Is he a master? No, he is not. So it's going to be a difficult putt for birdie. He's going to go ahead and make that an easy putt. Or wait, no. There's an exclamation mark, so that's not going to be what we said. That's going to be a double difficult putt for birdie. So he will lag it up and take his par. Easy par putt. And he makes it. So he's going to play conservative on this hole. The chances are not good that he makes it. So, all right, we're going to end up at 13 now with Foshi and Manini. And it will be Foshi first. He needs a birdie to not end up off of this chart here. So a 5, that's going to be golf course control. And a 44 in the rough with his second on the par 4. Workman, no. Gimme par putt. So he will remain a part of this action unless he gets one of the worst rolls ever. And now Manini. He's going to take a 3rd chip in order to take a par. And again, you might say, why not attack the green? Well, it's a little early to be trying that. And if you've got 3, it gives you the chance to upgrade a difficult birdie putt all the way to an easy, or a moderate birdie putt all the way to a gimme. So severely impact your chances of making. So Saxer Holt, who birdied the 12th, the tough 12th, or no, the 11th. It wasn't the 12th. We're on the 12th. Saxer Holt. No chips. It'll be a 1. So course control here, 16. And we look at Golf Cam course with a 4. It is daunting this time, so it's a clutch putt for par. He really needs this 1 to 3. And he makes it. So a good save there from Saxer Holt on what looked to be the course biting him back. And now Rodell on the 12th here. It's a 2. Again, course control 25, and it's going to be green cam. It's semi-challenging, but not this time. So let's see, par 3 with a 1. Is it a challenging green? No. Clutch putt for birdie. So here you go, and he's not a hacker. So clutch putt for birdie for him, 1 to 3. He's going to use the blue chip, make it 1 to 5. So a 6 would be a killer here. Can he get a 1 to 5? And it's a 3. He makes it. And he joins the duo at the top with a 2 on the 12th. And we've got a 3-way tie for the lead here at the Pacific Golf Links. Now, 1 second here. All right. So this is where we're going to leave it. We got a 3-way tie. Yarlet, Saxer Holt, Rodell. Things are getting hot and heavy here, but I got some stuff I need to do at the moment, so I really have to just take a break. And we will conclude this in the final segment, I promise. Last time I played a tournament here, I had a 3rd segment that ended up being a 4th segment eventually because I kind of got sidetracked. But we're going to do that here. So we've got a 3-way tie at the top, and we have Will Janis 1 behind. So 4 within 1 stroke of the lead. Should be an excellent finish here. So 1 moment here as I take care of. So just going to turn this around here for a second and say thanks for watching. Might be back a little later this evening, so be on the lookout. I might try to finish this out tonight. We're not too far away. We have 6 holes for the leaders to finish up. So I need to get my kids in their respective sleeping arrangements, and then we'll see. If not, it will be tomorrow night, but let's try to get it. I'd like to try to get it done tonight if possible. So check it out here. The NorCal Pro-Am nearly finished. Hopefully we'll be back shortly for the conclusion of this tournament here on the Tenacious Golf Tour on the Tabletop Baseball Plus channel. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.